friends, it's Kath, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's in the Cards Divination. Today we're going to do a pick-a-pile reading, and the 3 piles you see in front of you are what you're going to choose after you pause this video. And then go in the description box below, and there will be a link, a timestamp for pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. This is going to be the predictions and what you can expect over the next week. What's coming up this week in your life, in different areas and aspects of your life. What can you expect? So we're going to delve right into this and see if you can find out what is coming your way. If it doesn't sound like it works for you, let it go. It's not your reading. It doesn't resonate. There'll be other readings. Don't try to make it fit. All right, my dear friends, let's get started. And pause the video and remember which pile is speaking to you. Listen in to your reading when you go into your timestamp. All right, let's see you on the other side in your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you chose that first pile, this is your reading. This is my Kipper deck, not tarot, so it's a different form of divination. I'm using this card today in each of those piles to signify the main general overall theme this week and what you can expect, and everything else provides details. Let's have a look into this week for pile 1. What is the general theme? The coffin. Do not be alarmed. It is not necessarily about death. In fact, it usually is not. It's about things that either end this week, put a stop to, we just don't go forward in, or we close the door on. That's what this week is mainly focusing on for you. In other words, situations where it comes to an end, or it closes or finishes. Okay? So let's get started. That's the overall theme, my friends, and let's see what tarot has to say about that. All right, let me see here. Let's get this started. Okay, card 1. Let's see what we can do here. Do something different today. This card is speaking to me. It is the 8 of Swords in the reverse position. Situation in which you have been feeling like you've been making excuses for in the last while. Maybe you felt like you had no other thing that you could do. You know, we all do that. We make excuses sometimes and we feel our hands are tied. There's nothing we can do about a situation. But this week is the opposite. You're released from that. There's an ending. Okay? So that's what that card signifies. Let's see, where is it? What else is going on here? 3 of Wands, in the upright. Okay, it's time to make some plans and put them into action this week, my friends. And the Hangman, but in the reverse. In other words, no longer are we going to be sitting idly this week. This week is about that is done. Your excuses are no longer working, and it's time to get going in your life. Let's see what area mainly it could be referring to. Let's see here. Maybe it's just about things that have been tempting you for a while, things that you've been holding off doing. You know, it can be as simple as maybe there's an exercise program you've been putting off. Sometimes if we're drinking too much, eating too many sugary, fatty foods, this is the week where you want to start, and you're going to start. Your excuses are over now. Any plans that you had, you're going to be putting into play this week about it. And it's time to get off that tree. The Hangman It's time now to do this. It's time to get this going for you. So, whatever it is that you have been putting off and procrastinating on, this is the week that things are going to start happening. Okay? Endings. In other words, there's an ending here to procrastination for you. Most of you in pile one. That's what it's telling me. The Three of Wands is you've already been wanting to do this. It's something that you put off. For some of you, you've been making excuses, even about going and having fun with your friends, even on a simpler scale. Maybe you haven't been out there socializing. Maybe you've just been a homebody. It looks like this is time that you want to get out there and have some fun. Let go of the feeling that, okay, yes, sometimes we do these things, we overindulge, and they're bad for us, obviously. But it's okay to do things in moderation, right? So let go of your fears around whatever situation is going on here in your life. As I say, it's things that you're generally refers to are things that you know aren't good for you. In other words, things like um, anything to excess, in other words. And when we eat or we party or have fun, whatever it is, sometimes it's shopping. It's time this week to stop with that excuses making. It's time to start gathering together what you need in order to end that particular bad habit. It can also be bad habits this week where you're going to actually uh, put some kind of program into play you want to stop the bad habit. Okay. It's like, in other words, you've kind of hit rock bottom as far as, yeah, I've gained too many pounds. Maybe you've had one too many hangovers. You've not been feeling well. Your bank account's getting a little low because you probably spent too much money. So that would be the main focus from some of you. Let's see what else we've got come up with. I'm going to pull out my baby tarot, I call it. Right, a small little tarot. What other situations can you expect this week? Any and all things around letting go of excuses this week. Endings. Endings of what, eh? Let's see. Endings, endings, endings. What do we got here? All right. The King of Cups in the reverse. What else is happening this week? And that was the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And finally, ooh, the 5. I apologize. It jumped from my hand, but it was face up. Okay, so yeah, you know what? It does seem to tie into this situation. Oh, sorry. Let's just turn that over. It looks to me as if some of you have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with your finances. In fact, there is a male energy in your life who's being kind of difficult this week about your finances and what you've been spending. It looks like that this person is not very nice about it. They may even be a little bossy and stubborn, and they're putting their foot down with you. It's like, no, you've got to rein in this constant. It looks like it's spending money, to be honest, in whatever capacity it's coming through as. It's in overindulgences, in other words. Maybe we've been just spending too much time shopping, or as I said, um, going out to eat, having fun, socializing. But it's time to start looking at our excuses that we give ourselves. Again, this all ties in with this, but this one is primarily about money. This person is no longer, this male energy is no longer satisfied with what they have. Now, if you're a male listening to this, that's you. If it is if you're a woman listening to this, it could be your partner, it could be a father figure, it could be any male energy in your life who's important to you, and they are getting on your case this week about that. They aren't satisfied with how things have been going. sometimes when we have everything we want financially, maybe we have the beautiful house, the cars, and everything else, it's just not satisfying the king. He's not happy with it, okay? Um, he feels a shortage. This is the poverty card, the 5 in the upright. He's feeling that this is is going to happen if we don't stop with this foolishness. Whether it's you that are on your case, it looks like they are dissatisfied with their life this week. They want to be able to put away some money, more money for the future, okay? Because they're nervous about how things are going down the road for them. They're worried about losing their job. Maybe they will even lose their job. I'm not saying necessarily this week, but for some of you, there could be this male may be the one that is pushing. There's an ending, as I said, there's an ending. So for some of you, it could be a downturn in the job market, that you don't have any money. And this week we'll see, unfortunately, may see dissatisfaction at how you've been spending or how you both have been spending, and that it could lead to dire consequences if we don't rein it in, okay? So this week, yes, is about looking at those aspects in our life, overindulgences. This week, it looks like a lot of them are coming to an end. There's a definite ending here this week for you in those situations. Let's see, what other information can we get? For a second here. I'll have my spirit messages. What do they want you to know this week? Thing here. What advice about any of this? Choices. Absolutely. It's a perfect card, actually. Well, that's like I say, I don't make this up. When we accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Okay, it's time to make some better choices, people. To now, we've probably been having too much fun. Maybe things that kind of gotten out of hand. I know myself, this happens sometimes, and then I have to take some time to look at the bills, look at everything that's going on, and say, I think it's time to rein in. Or maybe you've stepped on the scales and you're like, holy shit, this is not good. Maybe it's time to get on that diet, put those plans into place, end the cycle. Okay, end the cycle. Make better choices this week, dear. Okay, let's go back to Kipper. They've got some good no-nonsense advice usually. Let's see what else they can tell us other than the coffin card. Endings. What else can they tell us about this week? We have the community card. Okay, we have the official person. Okay. And lastly, the family room. Okay, family room. So, what looks like then to me is that there is somebody in your community in an official capacity for some of you. In other words, this could be as simple as, trying to think of an example. I'm hearing like an official person of a company. This could be a utility company. This could be somebody in charge that's coming to see you this week. And it looks like they're coming right into your home. Okay. It doesn't show anything negative, but what it does show is that they themselves, this official person, may have to down some rules. Like they are very much a rule follower, and everything has to be above and board. Actually, you know what I'm hearing? This could be about your house as far as your something going on in your home space as far as something isn't right. Okay, there's something wrong either with your building, your home, and your say. Some of you, it could just even be the cable guy has to come this week because something's going wrong. But this is about him coming, this person, and explaining things and how they're going to go. It's about something that's wrong, like code, maybe. um, code. Like I'm hearing the way something was installed, the way something was put together inside your, whether it's your living room, your own personal space. Okay. There is something there that is needs to be rectified this week. In other words, something is ending definitely with this situation. It may end if you don't fix it. This is what I'm hearing. You have to fix something. And it's something that is not just your comfortable space or in your personal space, it's also in the community. It could be as simple as a power outage. It could be as simple as I say, the cable guy. Maybe if you're in an apartment building, the cable's down. It could be as simple as something like that, or your internet. You could expect that could happen this week coming up for some of you. It also can signify, um, thinking is you wanting to be more in your home space this week, spending time in front of the TV, not maybe socializing. And that also plays in to the previous reading we had about the excess, right? There's been too much. This even can sometimes signal a policeman. There could even be an issue in your neighborhood with the police that they are trying to address. Okay, it's nothing to be concerned about. It doesn't appear to be dangerous or anything like that. It's just that their presence might be there this week. Anyone in official capacity or a uniform, even, maybe coming inside your home this week to help you. It's actually more of a positive. They're going to be helping you get something in order. Something's going to be hooked up. Something's going to be properly put together. Like I say, by code. Maybe something, it may not, it doesn't necessarily mean it's your fault. It could be the company did something wrong in the beginning and now they're trying to rectify it. Okay. So say, for example, if the cable people put in the wrong wires, hooked up the wrong things. Okay, they're going to come and rectify it. So that appears to be more on a mundane level this week. So it's like I say, it's about endings, but it's not. It's about closing chapters. It's about closing something off so you don't have to deal with it next week. Okay. So, my dears, I hope some of this resonated for you. If it didn't, don't worry about it. Let it go. You can always listen to pile 2 and 3. Make good choices this week, my friend. Take some time to think about them, especially about your money. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading. You chose the second pile, obviously, from the left, and this is the main theme for you for this week and predictions. This is my Kipper deck. Let's see what that's all about this week. The gift. Very nice card. So what it tells me is that the main theme overall for you this week is all about presence. It's all about giving. And it's all about offers. So you might be receiving or you might be the giver. That's what this week's main theme is about. Doesn't mean other things don't happen, of course. It's the overall gist of it. So let's get started with our tarot cards. Let's go here. See what we can find out. All right. What can you tell us about this? Offers, gifts. Some people are going to be presented with offers. Some people are going to be offering up something this week. Others are going to birthday parties and buying presents or receiving gifts for celebration. That's a good thing. The gift card is a very positive card. So overall this week doesn't look bad. Let's just see what happens. It was 2 cards. I don't take when I drop 2. 1 card, yes. Let's try again. What can you tell us about this week based on the gifts card? All right, people, let's see. I'm going to fan this out and see what I feel. This card feels good. But it's in the reverse. The 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Somebody is coming out of a bad situation this week financially, as well as just feeling like they don't have enough of something. All right. Let's see what else. So they're going to be offered something. Let's see what else we get. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. All right. And what else? Ooh, Nine of Cups, but upright. Okay. So this week, there's somebody in your life, the Knight represented by the Knight of Cups, who might be acting a little bit emotional this week in a negative way, not in a positive way. They might be upset about their circumstances, and this could even be referring to you. They're dissatisfied with how things have been going. This week is showing that they have been in a bad situation over the last while. Now they're wanting to move. They're moving forward, but they're still not happy with it. For some of you, this could be as simple as, and what I've heard and what I'm hearing is, for those of you who invest, maybe your stocks didn't do so well last week or the last while. Maybe you didn't get a raise you were hoping for. Now things are slowly starting to get better. That's what the reverse Five of Pentacles. It's the lack of money or lack of anything you have in your life is starting to come back to you. Although the Knight of Cups might still be having a little bit of a temper tantrum about it. He's getting a little pissy this week. He's not happy. This is still not something. He wants it to be over this week. Sometimes these situations take time, right? So it could be referring to any number of things. But it's definitely with regard to your emotions. The Nine of Cups in upright show me in the end you'll be very satisfied with how this turns out. So my feeling is, and I'm going to pull another card here just to find out what exactly they've been lacking, other than maybe money, which is always a normal thing, most of us. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a situation they haven't been able to save enough money. It's definitely a money situation for most of you. And maybe it could be that they just never had the job available to work to be able to save. Things are changing. Things are changing this week. It looks like there's an offer for some of you coming, whether it's a new job. You're going to be presented with an opportunity this week of some kind, a gift, or maybe somebody is going to gift you some money this week. A family, a loved one, they're going to help you out and help you just to get by. The Knight of Cups, though, is very emotional about it this week. He's not happy, or you, it doesn't have to be a he. This person, whether it's you or someone else in your life this week, is very emotional about this financial situation. They're having a hard time dealing with it. And but they're focused on the past. They're focused on how things have been going in the recent past. This week, though, I'm looking towards the end of the week. Things could show an improvement in this situation for you. So whoever is struggling right now financially, as most of us are, but there's those that struggle more, this week is towards the end, could show some promise for you. Somebody is coming forward, or something is being offered to you, whether it's an opportunity to make a few extra bucks or a gift, of a monetary gift. You will be helped. Okay, let's pull out our little baby tarot deck. That's what I call him, this guy. It's the one I bought in Italy, which I absolutely love. It's so cute, but he's tricky, very tricky to decipher. Oddly enough, you would think a bigger deck, right? Okay, what else is going on with this gift card this week? Let's see here. The Six of Cups in the reverse. Then we have the Ace of Swords upright. And finally, the Knight of Swords, but in the reverse. Okay, there's somebody that is not being very nice this week. Again, there's a Knight in a reverse. So it could even be referring to the same person, the Knight of Cups, but only in a sword position. So what this then tells me is there is a situation where you're not been given the whole story. Okay. Somebody has been manipulating, has been abusive. It's not around money. There's also another situation going on for some of you, not necessarily all of you. Um, you haven't been told the truth in the past. In the past, um, it's something that you haven't been able to let go of. You've been holding on to this situation. And it's coming to light again this week. So whatever this situation involves, whether it's around money or a job or a friend, but it is around this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is actually in the reverse. He's very impulsive. He does things rashly. He can also even be abusive in a very extreme situation. But I don't feel that's necessarily what's going on. I feel it's more manipulation. Maybe this Knight of Swords has been trying to, I'm hearing, basically manipulating a situation in order not to look bad. Or hiding the truth, in other words. Hiding, because swords are all about thoughts. It's not about the emotion of it. The emotion of it is from the past. It's stuck there, okay? This person might have been someone in the past that you were not very friendly with. It looks like that they may come to light. This situation is coming back again this week, it looks like. And it's primarily it's so you can move on from it and let go of it. Let's see what kind of outcome it will have. It doesn't show, is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. It doesn't show completion this week, which is okay because a lot of times things take time, especially if it's a situation in the past that we haven't been able to let go of and we're hanging on to it and getting very frustrated. And we can't seem to, it keeps coming back, right? Okay. So this person is not going to really help things this week. In fact, they may come back into your life, not in a positive way, and it just causes some dissatisfaction this week. I would say it's definitely somebody I'm feeling in the family, potentially, because of the 10 cups. Could even be in your immediate household. Somebody there has been, and it can be as simple as maybe they've been not telling you the whole truth. Maybe there's been some white lies being told to spare feelings. But in this case, it happened in the past and you haven't been able to let it go. You know, it can be like anything. It could be, let's see what we see, if there's some idea here. The 8 and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Everything. Ooh, very, very much. For a lot of you, there might have been, maybe there was a situation that you walked away from. You didn't walk away. You should have walked away. And they seem to be coming back into your life this week. It can be an ex-partner, it can be a friend, it could be anybody that's caused. But as I said, most likely it's your immediate. So it could even be, like I say, a baby daddy or ex-partner, somebody that's coming back in this week, and it's not good. It does not cause any good feelings, and you need to let it go. Maybe don't even engage. Like it looks like there's only this little bit of an engagement, but in other words, you don't have to talk to them if you don't want to, or you don't have to meet with them, or you don't have to be with them, right? So let's see. It's like a troubling aspect there. But for the money part of it, things could start to improve. Let's see. What is Kipper wanting to tell you about this gift? Let's delve back into the gift. What is going on here? Sudden wealth. Okay, so sudden wealth doesn't necessarily mean, oh, and a meeting. Courtship. Courtship is definitely about meetings as well, not just dates. But if you are dating, it's a good week. Finally, a change. Okay, good. It's a change this week for the better, obviously. Okay, this situation behind and the baby terror, well, you know what? I mean, that could be just a mundane thing too. It doesn't have to be a major event. but it just brings some difficult feelings with it this week, okay? Now, as far as money goes, a meeting this week, whether it is socializing or a job interview, a meeting of some kind this week is going to go very well for you. It's going to lead to a change potentially in your whole life. This could be a major for some of you because the gift is telling you you're getting an offer. So there is an offer for a change. It could be a change of residence. It just could be a simple change in your life that's been perhaps things haven't been going very well. And it will bode well. It's going to be lucky for you. You're going to end up in a better place, financially, especially. Because sudden wealth can sometimes feel like you won the lottery. And it doesn't always have to be money, but it looks like your money situation this week could, for some of you, could be getting better with the offer, the gift. All right, let me see what the advice tells us. Spirit messages. What is the advice? It's cleanse. And this is what it's saying. Cleanse, cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul, let me see here, are urging you. Take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Okay? So, what I'm hearing, out with the old, in with the new. That's what I'm hearing with this. It's like enough already. Things have been not very good for a while. The Five of Pentacles reversed shows that it has been. But again, it's coming out of that, starting to improve. Okay. You will be satisfied with it in the end, hopefully this week in that particular situation. So basically, what I would suggest with the cleanse card is let go, number one, of the old past situations. You need to cleanse those out of your mind, spirit, emotional. Try to let them go. I know it's hard, believe me. As well as the past is the past. It's gone. Stop looking there. Stop sticking there. We're going to be moving in a different direction. It may not happen this week, but things could definitely improve over the next while. I would be so interested to hear what you guys have to say, how things go this week. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and something will resonate for you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Pile 3. This is your reading for this week. What could you expect this week? This is the third Kipper card that was in the left. If you chose this pile now, this is your reading. Let's see what the main theme about this week, it seems to focus around. Okay, a message of concern. You're right. I know I'm sounding positive. I'm not positive. Obviously, a message of concern is concern. There are times that we do receive messages that bother us or upsetting. Okay. Let's delve into it more and find out what they're trying to tell us. What are the details about this message of concern? And most importantly, what is it? Okay. So let's get into my tarot deck and let's see, what is it starting? Let's see, what is the message of concern focused around this week? It could be from the smallest, it's usually smaller things because I'm doing it closer to the time, the predictive nature. It's not generally the major things, it's usually the smaller things. So in this case, it could very well be as simple as maybe you have a leaky roof. Maybe your plans have changed this week. Maybe meetings were canceled, whatever the case, right? It's those everyday situations that irritate us and cause us concern. Or maybe the boss is calling you in and you're like, oh God, am I being let go? So those are the that would be a bigger one, obviously. And they don't necessarily show up. It's when you do it so close to the week, like I'm doing this, it doesn't often indicate the larger things. But yes, in life, things do happen. So don't be concerned. Don't be afraid. It's generally just something that bothers you and irritates you. So let's just see what it is potentially. All right. Tell us what it is that's going on here. All right, we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay, let's see. Two of Swords in the upright. And finally, let's see what else we got here. All right. No, we'll go for another one. This one. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. Let us see. Yeah, it is, generally speaking. I mean, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, let it go. It's for somebody else. There could very well, you can see how the Two of Swords here, this particular card, there is a decisions this week or a decision this week that you're supposed to be making, but you can't decide what to do. Okay? That's what it seems to be focused on. On the one side, you just want to throw caution to the wind and do something non-traditional way, in a non-traditional way. In other words, but it's around the financial aspect. So perhaps there is something for some of you, maybe wanting to make a purchase of something, wanting to make plans financially, and you can't decide what to do. Should I just go for it, jump in and do something risky or something that I wouldn't normally do, or it's outside the box? Or should I be more tried and true, take my time, and make that decision in a more conservative way? Okay, so these are basically opposites when they are appearing this way. So let's find out a little bit more about this situation here. Okay, I'll pull another card for you. All right. Okay, the Two of Wands. Okay, so what it is, this in the past, you've always done things safe, and now you want to do something, it didn't work out the safe way. The Two of Wands reversed. It didn't work for you. You made a choice, you decided to do something, it went sideways. So now you're like, do I do that again? Or do I stick to tried and true? Let's see what that's about. The Five of Swords. Oh my gosh, now I see why you are the two. So in other words, both times you've made a decision, and it generally is around money. And in both cases, it's not been good. And it could just be a recent thing that you did. Maybe there was a situation recently where you had bought something, put some money into something, spent some money, or had an opportunity. And in one way, you went one particular route that was less conservative, didn't go well. Then another time you did the right thing and you tried to follow the tried and true. And again, you might have done okay, but you hurt other people in the process. So both sides do not look very encouraging. So this is kind of the week of you not knowing which side to go. So when I see something like that, often that tells me if you have a decision this week that you can't decide, sometimes it's best to wait out the week. Give it some time to percolate, so to speak, and see how things go. Maybe next week's a better week. In other words, it's the week of do nothing when it comes to this situation. Maybe leave it be. Let it find out more information about it. Gather more. Okay. He's about gathering information and dotting his I's and crossing his T's, the Knight of Pentacles. So perhaps that is what you need to do on both sides. Okay. Not just the conservative side. So let's see what else this message of concern this week is around, potentially. All right. Let's pull some tarot. We have, the Eight of Cups. Oh, sorry, Seven. In the reverse. Seven of Cups. Okay. And Knight of Pentacles again. Wow. It's twice in two different decks, right? And finally, we have Four of Cups in the reverse. Let me fix that. Okay, so the situation again. So it's talking about more about this aspect of planning and playing it safe. Okay, this week it's giving you more information about that aspect, as also about the Five of Swords. That you may have hurt someone in the process in the past. The process has been, like I say, you want to do this. It's been given to you. This is an offer that's being given to you, and you want to do it. You're looking right at it, it's staring you. Like you feel like you have no choice, is what I'm hearing. This particular situation is calling you to make a decision now, is how I feel. I know I had said wait a week. And if you're not able to, if it means you have to go forward in this decision this week, it appears that the Knight of Pentacles is perhaps the better decision, because the Four of Cups is a very active when it's in the reverse. So it's showing that this is get going, get off your butt, do it. Let go of the indecision, make a decision, do it. So that's kind of where it's leaning towards, the safer side of this particular situation. So the message of concern here, you may get an email, you may get an offer perhaps this week, an opportunity come your way. Maybe there's just a simple decision that you have to make and you're upset about it. And maybe even if it's in regards to relationships, it could just be that maybe there's two people here that want your attention or time and you don't know which way to go. Okay. Maybe it's as simple as, do I work the Knight of Pentacles, do the right thing? Or do I stay home or do the things I like to do as far as, hobbies and things like that? Okay. Because the Hierophant can represent to me clubs and organizations. So when it's in the reverse, it's like not wanting to go there, in other words. So the decision is around then, should I go or not? Or should I be paying more attention to my job? For some of you, that could be it. Should I be paying more attention to? It looks like that's what, I mean, most of us would say that anyways. Yes, you need to work, you go to work. But it's more about a decision of finances. That's what I'm feeling. There's a situation here that calls to your attention. You've had opportunity, like I say, and you've been given the chance, whether it's an opportunity to make money or an opportunity to help someone financially, yourself even, with your money, saving, investing, that type of thing, for your future. And it's time then to make that call. Okay. For some of you, this is what I'm hearing. This is really funny. I'm hearing like oh, candle just flew out. I know it's full of wax, but that told me what I was thinking felt right, or what was coming through my intuition. For some of you, you might be getting nasty bill. I'm hearing nasty bill this week. Should I pay it this week or should I not? Really mundane, but it's important, right? It could be that you would much rather have fun than use your money wisely and save it. It's like, why do I want to do that? I'm missing out on opportunities to have a good time. There is that aspect. So regardless of the situation, and we're going to delve a little more with Kipper, this is the week where you kind of are being pushed to make a decision about that Knight of Pentacles and that particular financial aspect. Yeah, your emotions are telling you you got to get going here. We got to decide. Time is of the essence, I'm feeling. And I know I had said wait, Because, yeah, it's an indecision card, but the Knight of Pentacles is leaning in that direction. It's like, go in that direction. Okay, let's see what Kipper is saying now. So make sure you, regardless, don't listen to me if you have a big decision to make. You need to sit and think about it pretty good, pretty hard, it looks like. As I say, it's leaning towards this side of the decision, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Marriage card. Okay, false person. Okay, okay. And finally, family room. Okay, somebody close to you. Okay, something else that could be a message of concern. And I'm hearing social media. Okay, there is a problem, a concern about some promise or agreement that was made. I'm hearing on social media, but maybe there was a message sent. You wanted to do something with someone. It doesn't necessarily mean marriage. It's a partnership or it's a promise or an agreement, and it's going to impact your comfort level. Okay, that's what the message of concern is reflecting. It's comfort level around this promise that was made. It could even be with another person. It could be with your spouse, partner, because it's the male energies on that side. So it could very well be that the person that you were with, your partner, your friend, the male energy, hasn't exactly, there's a problem there. They haven't exactly been honest with you this week. So some of you could be getting a message of concern about that. And it's going to affect your intimacy with that person, okay, and your comfort level. It's, don't react though. Don't react. Let's see what the next card will be after that. Okay, it's adjudication. So my feeling is you could work it out then. It's just you have to work on it. Do you? You have to work on it. This is what this is. It's like maybe you need to see someone else, talk to a friend, get another opinion, ask someone for advice, but don't just jump. Okay. For some of you, yeah, it's social media, there's an email or any of those things. You might see something, you might see a message of concern come through on your social media, or maybe an email or a text message. And yeah, a promise was made. There's concern around it, and unfortunately will affect your comfort zone. Okay. But it's not necessarily a big deal, as I said. It can be all the way from being betrayed all the way down to the little stuff, right? The white lies. Okay, my dears, let's see what can we get for advice in this situation. And now, just turn this a bit. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. So, despite the message of concern this week, the Hope card talks about this one in this respect talks about loved ones in the spirit world. They know where to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So what I'm hearing then in this situation, yeah, there's definitely hope. Don't lose hope this week. Just because things aren't going to go so well, you might be having a lot of issues this week. It's going to it never stays like that. So don't be too concerned. My dear friends, I'm going to let you go on this, and I hope something resonated for you in this reading. If not, it wasn't for you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.